It is a very beautiful morning. It is your show, The Brunch, with myself, Pastor Mel. Namhlanje ke ulesine la sithi khona, it is a woman's worth. Ngiyathanda ukubingelela bonke ababukeli bethu baka Facebook asebesijoinile on our Facebook page. Ungasesha nje bekuthi you are listening to us through i-radio and uyafisa ukubona lamaphimbo amahle kanje namaphimbo engelosi ukuthi nje ngifisa ukubona ukuthi abonakala kanjani. Uyafisa ukubona ingelosi ukuthi into enjani. Just go to our Facebook page useshe nje uthi @car-radio. Namhlanje njengoba kuyi women's worth sikhuluma ke ngama issues athinta abantu besifazane. Bese ngeke ngachaza ke before ukuthi namhlanje sokhuluma ngetopic yethu ethi i-teenage pregnancy. Angihambi ke ngedwa ke namhlanje ngihamba with the glorious one uSthabile wakamdunge. Ngizodedela kuyena nje ukuthi asibingelele mase yayi-introduce.
Ngibingelele futhi balaleli nabasibukele ngiyabingelela kuyintokozo kakhulu ukuthi ngiphinde ngimenywe futhi.
Short and brief. So ke namhlanje ke njengoba sikhuluma nge-teenage pregnancy kakhulu la eSouth Africa kuyinto esibonayo emphakathini yethu uyenzakala kakhulu, especially thina sizwe esimnyama. So nje kade ngifunda la ekseni kuthiwa it is estimated ukuthi 182,000 South African teenagers they become pregnant each year, and many are still in school according to a 2016 study by the South African Demographic and Healthy Survey. Can you imagine 182,000 teenagers they become pregnant each year? So ke njengoba siyiCar-Radio ke sisho njalo sithi sikhonela wena these issues sifuna ukuthi sikhulume ngawo just to bring awareness and encouragement to our teenagers, ngoba if usiba neglecta, if usiba jaja angeke kuze kusisize ngalutho, bazoqhubeka bakwenze ngoba uma befika ekhaya babhekana necriticism, bephumela emphakathini babhekana necriticism. Mhlambe as we go on or go further with the show, mhlambe sizonivezela ukuthi iziphi ezinye izinto ezizathu ezigcina ziholela kwi-teenage pregnancy. So uSthabile ke is one of the people abangekho ashamed ekutheni she became a mom.
Yes, at a very early age.
So Sthabile, can you take us through your journey when you became a mom?
Okay.
A teenage mom.
Yeah. I fell pregnant at the age of 16.
Wow.
At the age of 17.
Okay.
But it was 10 years ago. Yes. Ngangino 17, ngangise high school. I was doing grade 11. Yes, I was in grade 11. As a plus high school.
Okay.
Also no brother. Although brother it was not from esikoleni, but sasigibela ngandawonye.
Okay.
So sahlangana ke la sasihlangana khona, then brother wabika indaba yakhe. Ayami ngabona ukuthi hey ubrother uthanda ukuba muhle. Ngaseke nami ke. So we had a relationship ke, then I fell pregnant at the age of 17 years.
Okay.
Then new life changed.
Okay, before sifike la where life is changing. Okay, ngifuna sibuke where you are in a relationship usesikoleni, because ngiyakhumbula ukuthi mina ngekhathi zethu nje like ukuhamba nomfana yo i-judgment nehlo from othisha from emphakathini nokuthi nabazali usukusa under care yabazali yabo zonke lezo zinto. Usithola nini lesi sikhathi somjolo sokuthi nje kwenzakale umjolo?
Yo kona mina abazali bami they were very strict, so I had to make sure ukuthi noma efuna ukungibona ke ezingasekhaya.
Okay.
Because my parents were very strict, nanokuthi ngiphume endlini kwafanele ngisho ukuthi ngiyaphi, ngingahambi futhi isikhathi eside ngibonto obuyayo. So isikhathi sitholakala la sekutheni sengiphumile esikoleni sekufanele ngiyekhaya. So instead of ukuthi ngiyekhaya ngizoqala ngibe nalawo mahora mhlawumbe amabili. Sibonane.
Okay.
And then ke sengiyekhaya ke.
was there a time mhlambe where you had to bunk school,
Yes.
where you had to miss school and not attend classes, umzali akubona ugqoka uniform uphuma uye esikoleni but egcineni ngeke uzofika
A
esikoleni?
lot of times kuba kanjalo vele ukuthi
Okay.
uma ekhaya ugqoka uniform ngesikoleni and then ungayi esikoleni.
Okay.
Noma uye esikoleni uattende then uvana ube umuntu ogulayo. Ufuna isick leave.
Okay.
Mubona ukuthi abafundi nalesi clip bangibona ukuthi ngidlala ngabo then sengizojomba.
Okay.
Yabo. So kwakuba nje into kanjalo
Okay.
ukuthi sibonana ngaleyo ndlela.
So you dating this guy at this age, mhlambe ungasho ukuthi ikhona yini mhlambe into eyaholela lapho, mhlambe ungathi it's peer pressure, because sometimes abazali khona abazali abathi Sthabile, mina I'm very strict, my child will never do that. Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi kunomakhelwane wami nje who's very judgmental, ujudge ingane zabanye abantu, athi nje mina la kwama isoze yenzeka lento, but thina so makhelwane siyazi ukuthi yenzeka kwakhe, it's just that yena akazi, yabo. So iawareness esilethayo ukuthi umzali akangagaranti ubstrict bakhe, athi I know my child is safe because mina I'm strict, angithi yabo. Then two, ngifuna sibe ukuthi mhlambe abanye abazali bake bablame abangani, athi it's peer pressure, abangani bakhe abangalungile, ingane yami ilungile, yabo zonke lezo. Okay, sometimes yes they do some cases la kuyi peer pressure khona, sometimes it's pressure from home, sometimes ukuzizwa ungekho worthy, then you find this guy who tells you you're beautiful, who loves you, then ugcina usufola in love kanti sekuyi trap. Yabo.
For me it wasn't a peer pressure because I had a very good set of friends.
Okay.
In fact, I think mhlambe ngangokuqala noma wesibili ukuthi ajole.
Okay.
Yabo. My friends were very conservative ngayibeka kanjalo.
Yes.
So ngingasho ukuthi number 1 ngase ngifike kuleso stage sokuthi sengiqala ukuba nama feelings.
Okay, adolescence.
Adolescent, yes.
Yes.
Ngase ngene kuyona. Number 2, also there was a pressure from home because as you know ngalesa sikhathi they were going through the process of a divorce.
Yes.
So if ukufika lo muntu othi ngimuhle, ngiyamchaza, ngimi kahle, uyangithanda,
It gives you attention.
unginikeza iattention, yabo. And futhi I don't mind vele ukuthi ngibe naye because at home mesibuyele ekhaya sizofica kunale argument kunani. Kangangokuthi my brother and I because asifunda ndawonye, into esasiyenza ukuthi after school we wouldn't go straight home.
Okay.
Sasifika sithatha ubhobhobho wayishumi ngaleso sikhathi usuke Red Hill uye edrobheni.
Okay.
Edrobheni sohlala kuma terminals nezinye izingane. We would enjoy ourselves. Siyohleka kuthenga ama fried chips ka Pick n Pay. Yabona nje sibe leyo group.
We used to call you model C's, guys, because thina sasifunde nanda nina nihambe niyohlala kuma terminals ke sithi nje ama model C.
Yabo, so sasinaleyo nto lesa siyenza siyoze sifike ekhaya mama sesiwasha amasokisi ishirt, ngenza homework, ngenza umphako then siyalala.
Ukubalekela konke lokuxabana nezinto ezenzakala ekhaya.
Yes. So naye it was some sort of escape.
Okay.
Ukuthi ngiya escape manje. Ngangingasana ke nanokuthi uza neinkinga. Angisana ndaba nokuthi besides mina sibaningi.
Okay.
Yabo. But nje
Uyena uguy.
Uyena uguy.
Okay.
But ngoba ufika nalento yokuthi ngiyakwazi uku-escape amenginayo. So
Okay.
for me it was enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then kwafinyelela ke la, okay, you become sexually active with the guy. Did you understand what you were doing ngaleso sikhathi? Well, understand cause khona into abazali bethu akade beyenza as when we were growing up, they would say ingane iqhamuke ebhanoyini.
Okay.
Yabo, mina ngiyakhumbula uma used to say to me wangitapa kubhavu zaziningi ingane then wangitapa wathatha lengane yimini. So I didn't know ukuthi ingane ihlala eswini somuntu. I didn't know ukuthi wena uhlangana nomuntu wesilisa kufika ingane. Lonto ngiyifunde mina esikoleni ka LO. Le abazali LO abangayifunda bathi nje ayivalwe ezikoleni ngoba ifundisa ingane ethi imkhubo. But mina ngifisa ukunderstand because I think mina nawe siku age group ecishe ifane though ngimdala. Did you understand ukuthi me being sexually inactive can result ekutheni kuqhamuka umntwana?
I did know because ngiyakhumbula ngonyaka engaqala ngayo ukungena esikhathini sami. Ngaleso sikhathi umama esebenza phesheya. So ngangisaseli nobaba.
Okay.
So obviously umuntu engizokhuluma naye was my dad. and then wangena ekamereni lami wangitshela ukuthi yabona ke njengoba usungena kanje, then it means ukuthi umuke wahlangana nomfana you will fall pregnant. So if you fall pregnant umngaka then angazi uzothini ngima wakho, yabona mangazi ukuthi
into engizoyithini.
So I knew sasikufunda futhi nasesikoleni, but ukuthi ngangi-understand nokuthi ngikwazi ukuhlela ukuthi if I do this I cannot afford, yayingaringi because into eringayo manje it's this guy that I'm
happy.
Yes, so ukuthi ngi-understand ukuthi lento ingadala umonakalo not only in my life but abantu abasondelene eduze kwami because umntwana mina ngisemncane ngisebenza, so it will affect my parents, it will affect mina esikoleni. Angicabanga up to that far, ngicabanga manje sengikhulile ukuthi you know what ukube yabo ngabe ngenza kanje. So I would say I did know ukuthi,
but you did not understand.
Yes, but I did not understand.
Yeah. So siyaqhubeka ke siya la nangokusithabile, when do you discover that you are pregnant?
Ngadiscover ngiyabona ukuthi angingeni esikhathini ngenyanga elandelayo. Ngiyezwa futhi ukuthi ngiyagula. Khona into ngiyakhumula noma ngithengile ugwavu, ngidla ugwavu uyabuya. Ngidla iqanda liyabuya, uyabo. Then ngabona ukuthi no man something khonto khona. Ngithe ngi-pregnancy test. Ngiyenze.
Ikhona into ethi mhlambe ngikhulele.
Khona.
Mina wouldn't think. Ngangizothi nyongo.
Ngicela ukutshela ukuthi after that isishilo ukuthi ke ngi-pregnant, I was in denial ngangokuthi ngayiziba lento. Kwaze kwaba 6 months. Where I got really sick, yabo. But isisami sasingakhulu isithi sasigcwele la eceleni, yabo. So ngangivele ngiyayibona ukuthi haya ngingena esikhathini but nje mina impilo yami
ngoba isisasikhulu,
impilo yami yaqhubeka. Ngizodiscover sekuna 6 months ukuthi hayibo ikhona into and I need to report ekhaya ukuthi hayibo napho yabo kwenzekile. Then again ngifonele, I call her my sister, uma wakhe and my mom, they are best friends. So indodakazi ke kamngani kama simbiza ngosisi wethu because she's been there, it's lokho nje sasibancane yabo. So ngiyamfonela ngimtshela ukuthi hayi sekunesimo yabo. Then angibuza umbuzo owodwa athi ufuna ukwenzani? Do you want to keep the child? Noma ufuna ukuthi terminate pregnancy? Because if you want that, then I will call the hospital, set a appointment, then you can go. Angeke ngize ngikuthethise, angeke ngize ngikuforce ukuthi wenze ini. But ngifuna ukuzwa kuwena ukuthi what do you want to do? Then kwase kuba nale issue yokuthi I'm 6 months far. So mengase kuthiwa ke ngikhetha ukuterminate, then kungang affect, I can even die. Nokuthi ingane it's now fully formed. So leyo nto izodala itrauma kumina. Then ngathi no, ngicela ukuthi ingane nje ngigcine kuphela, ngicela ungiphelezela ngiyema ngibika udaba ukuthi seku kanje. So wangiphelezela ke, we went home. My parents were already divorced ke, so my mom was living somewhere else. Saya khona then ke sashoke. Yabo. Well, ukutshela uma ngangathukile kangako because ngiyamazi uma unomoya phansi, yabo nje akasiyo umuntu umuntu engangimsaba was my dad. Because even though enothando but he's very strict. So ngimtsheleke then uma athi ngizoyithini into enje because of your father. Baba khona nje uzoba nangithuke athi nje ngidivosile ngathatha ingane siyakhulelwa, yabona nje kwaba
you are reckless man.
But after 15 minutes she came, wathinta isisu sengizoba nomzukulu, angitshela kufanele senze kanjena ke manje, kufanele senze kanje ukuthi uyakudla ukuthi awukudla, yabo. Wavane nje wayi nami ngaqala nga-embrace ukuthi okay I'm pregnant, yabo. Lamazo kuyena kodwa she was communicating kakhulu nomntwana more than me, yabo. So kwaba kanjalo ke. Then ke impilo ke yayisiyashintsha ke because ngathi mina at that time mara ngasebenzi. So ngathi usisi wami ehlala eGoli. So I was like ngeke ngiyahamba because ubaba ngiyasaba. Uzoba nangibulala, yabo le fear siba nayo ukuthi nje uzoba nangibulala. So into ukuthi no sizohamba siye eGoli, uma vele fanele afune umsebenzi because kwamanje akasebenzi. So she dusted herself up, uthi certificate ukuthi we're going to job, kuzoqala impilo entsha.
Okay, she's going to Joburg. Is it because usukhulelwe or wayefuna vele yoqala impilo entsha or waye protector wena from your dad?
Wayefuna umsebenzi but wayengawufuni le.
Okay.
So indaba yaseGoli sifika ngoba nami sengithi ma ngiyasaba. Nawe uyamazi ubaba ukuthi uyabo. Futhi ngalesa sikhathi wayine enga yabo so kwakunalokho ukuthi ima we need to go. So sihamba nje we are not prepared ukuthi sihambe but mina nami sengifaka ipressure. I didn't even care ukuthi esikoleni ngenza grade 11 igrade ebalekile fanele ngifunde. I was ready to up and leave.
Okay.
So we call my dad asho uma ukuthi ngiyamthatha uSthabile siyeGoli angamtshela ukuthi ngine pregnancy. Kuthi nje siyeGoli ngiyofuna umsebenzi so ngiyamthatha abuza isikole ngithi hayi sasilungisile eGoli kanti asilungise lutho.
Okay.
I remember siyeGoli uma sasino 20 cent ipesikama kwakuno 2 bob.
Nkosi yami.
Angisakhumbula ukuthi ithikithi sathenga lo seswami then ubaba ngithengele inandosi ukuthi kube umphako akazi ukuthi kufika isizwe.
She's feeding the craving.
Siyafika la it's a different province. I'm pregnant nginalama hormones engawa understand sifika la sinamali sino 20 cent asazi nokuzoshona phi. Then usisi wethu organize ukuthi sihlale kwi backroom thizeni. So sihlezi kule backroom asinalo sasingaphethe lutho only our clothes yabo. So impilo ke yanzima.
Sho sisa izinto thina esizenzayo. Okay, okokuqala nje ngifuna ukuqala la ekutheni mina I applaud your mom for his support and out there kuma teenagers ethu kubalekile to have this sister yabo umuntu okwaziyo ukuthi I can always go to her and confide ngeke azangijudge ngeke azasho lutho uzoba supportive and to us as big sisters asivuleleke ekutheni if these young stars they come to us asiba embrace at least ngoba sometimes umzali kunzima ukukhuluma naye but if uwazi ukuthi nginosisi esontweni nginosiswa kamakhelwane yabo ngiyakhuluma naye kubalula ukuthi ukwazi ukukhuluma because mhlawumbe kube you were alone you didn't have this sister ongavela uthi hayi ngavela ngiyohlala phansi kwebridge ngiyabaleka ke yabo because ubaba wami udiniwe uma nanokuthi ke nankoko umntwana use-announcele ukuthi I am pregnant. Sometimes as parents we tend to speak so much negative words not knowing ukuthi these words they are not only hurting lo sekhulelwe yabo because before azaza kutshela usuke sebe nezinsolo nokuyisola okuningi wa consider ukuthi angiyo aborta wa consider ukuthi angibaleke ekhaya but abone egcineni ukuthi konke lokho akungisebenzeli mase thini athi okay ngizomtshela uma dakho blue kukubi kunje ngizomtshela kona uma egcineni but then as umzali yes uba ne shock yokuthi uyathuka ukuthi lo mntwana ukhulelwe uyangihleba estokfeleni esontweni ngizothini ngumama umkhokheli yabo zonke lezo zinto ama emotions but can we teach ourselves ungakhulumi kakhulu because mina ngibonile ukuthi empilweni yami ngihambile ngaface rejection ngithembe ngitracker irejection ngibuyele emuva ngathola ukuthi when uma wami etholakala ukuthi she's giving birth to me mina kuma wami akaza ngazazazi ukuthi ukhulele to a point of death abamaningi amazwi akhulunywa angilandela impilo yami yonke ukuthi wherever I go I become rejected because when ngifika nje emhlabeni kwathiwa lo mdlwane lo zonke lezo zinto but I know your baby she's such a sweet child ucebo ngobani when uma eza ukuthi ukhulelwe as much as mhlawumbe wadinwa ngaphakathi waba disappointed ngaphakathi but I think mina she's a brave woman ngoba she decided there and there ukuthi I won't speak negative words instead I will touch her and bless lo mphefumulo esangaphakathi ukuthi mina noSthabile sizodlula kini sizokuface mase sidlula kukona. Point number 2 ama decision esiwathathayo as teenagers they don't only affect uSthabile now uma wakhe needs to pack and leave with 20 cent ayoqala impilo eGoli ngedecision eyenziwa uSthabile si affects wonke umuntu so I just wanted to highlight that.
Yes, ngike ngisho nakwabanye mebezobuza ngithi mina I won't lie and say ukujola or being in a relationship kubi. I won't lie yabo nje abantu abasha bayajola benza izinto I won't say it's a bad thing kumnandi ukuthola leyo phone call kumnandi ukuthola lawo malays kumnandi in
slap
but the thing is ama outcomes alobo kumnandi
they
are not good and they not only affect wena osebumnandini they affect all of us. Nama was one of those who said ayi ngeke ngokungekhathi zabo abangeke ngiphila impilo yami yabo abangeke ngenza ukuthi and ama results ongalaleli kwami abazali bethi akube kanje they then affected them until today yabo. So ke siye ke Goli sihlaleke up until usiswami asithatheke sihlale flatini lakhe then ke fast forward then I siqale sifuna isikole ke manje Goli so that I continue with my grade 11 yabo. Singasitholi kube lento ukuthi sisuke KZN this is Joburg ifunda ayifani zonke lezo zinto yabo nanokuthi ngangisengibabona abanye ukuthi the idea ukuthatha lo mfundi nesisu sesikhulu because after sengishile ekhaya sisuke saqala ke sabonakala so sengiyabona ukuthi nabo it's not about ke manje ama subjects sebebona lento ukuthi samukela umfundi sesikhulu ngeke kuze kubukeke kahle yabo so ngahlala ke ekhaya for the remainder of the year yabo up until I gave birth. Mase ngibelethile then ngiyabona ukuthi no kahle ngihambe ngoba ngangibaleka. Joburg is not my home. Yabo it's not a place engahlala kuyona. Kuyaphithiza angazi umuntu I feel lost yabona nje angazi kwenzakalani. So kwase kufanele ngizehlise kubaba ngithi baba ngenza ukuthi nokuthi
ubaba akakokwazi namanje ukuthi khona ingane isikhona kodwa mhlawumbe yo
so mama ngizehlise ke manje ngisho ukuthi no kahle ukuhamba kwami ke Goli it's because I felt pregnant so now ngifuna ukubuya ngize ekhaya ngoba le ndawo angiyazi yabo so ngiyamdinga futhi ukuthi angikhulumele nasesikoleni ukuthi phela ngizokwazi ukubuyela esikoleni yabo. So then my mom wasewathi Sthabile ngeke uzubuyela emuva nengane rather umntwana uhambe ubuyele esikoleni and ngiyacela ubuyele esikoleni ifunda uzuqede mina I will raise umntwana for you so ngahlala mhlambe inyanga eyodwa with my daughter then I had to come back so mengibuya then kusana loku tension between my dad and I kodwa manje uyafuna ukungisiza because ngumntwana wakhe yabo ukasho manje ukuthi ngangivane ngibone ingane ehlala emgaqweni ngivane ngicabanga ukuthi uSithabile bengimiyekelela naye mhlambe ngagcina
a street kid
yabo then afike abuye ke noma kukhulunywe then fanele ke bahambe nami siye esikoleni ke ngiyakhumbula ukuthi phela nginale excitement ukuthi I have a child sengibuyile futhi esikoleni sengigqoka uniform so bona bayokhuluma nothisha eoffice so ngithatha ucebo ngokunganaki because she is my daughter yabo ngithatha ngokunamba umqulu baba ngithethisa phethe ngani gqoka uniform nikumaphi ngani bazothi njalo so ngabona ukuthi ayikulungile ngimnikeze then ke sa esikoleni base
So you were excited to be a mom?
I was excited kodwa futhi uyabona ukuthi kwangafiki yabo ukuthi I have a child umina nje uTeddy Bear but futhi irresponsibility for yena akakagcwali
ukuthi I need to be responsible for this soul.
Yes nanokuthi uma usethe uzomgada so kumina no I need to continue with my life as usual because akuringi ukuthi ayibosithabile. Yes ngiyaring ukuthi I did give birth ngibonile the whole experience but ukuthi I have to be responsible for lo muntu I'm now a mom khona izinto efanele ngizenze khona izinto engafanele ngizenze agreeing then ngibuyele esikoleni ukuthiwa ke angeke ngikwazi ukuya ka grade 12 I need to repeat ku grade 11 so now iqale ke inkinga I have to repeat a grade esengiyenzile yabo kube nalokho ukuthi it's like I'm going back ngiyafika abanganade nginabo baphasile baka grade 12 sengisele mina ka grade 11 yabo yonke leyo nto yaqala ngihetha ke manje ukuthi I'm going through the most angisazi ukuthi do I stick with the friends enginabo ka grade 11 or do I go to my friends engikwaziyo. Luckily mina I have the best of friends yabo so ngangiba nabo mase kushaya ukuthi ene phela sebeka grade 12 sekunezinto efanele bayi attend mina ngingasakwazi ukuyi attend yabo so zonke lezo zinto it had an effect on me especially esikoleni but I made sure ukuthi I do my grade 11 ngaphasa ngaze ngafinyelela ka grade 12 ngaqeda nakhona nje so yeah kwaba into kanjalo.
So what gave you a courage yokuthi I wanna go back to school yabo because ngibehave this time yabo because siba ne challenge sayo ukuthi nangokumzali usethe go back to school ngizokugadela ingane but afike ke uhlengiwe esikoleni boom baby number 2 yabo so what because I know ukuthi ucebo kusawuzinyo bulala kama wakhe what made you saw ukuthi that's okay now ngizofocusa ezifundweni zami angisanake boyfriend nokuthi ke you going through all this uphi ubaba walomntwana
into yangenza ukuthi ngizoba serious manje it was seeing how this whole pregnancy has affected abantu abaseduze kwami.
Okay.
My sister instead of ukuthi ahole ayo enjoy imali yakhe.
Okay.
Now uyahola but now she needs to buy clothes for my daughter yabo. She needs to buy formula for my daughter.
Okay.
Uma uyasebenza manje instead of ukuthi save to buy a house, she now gets paid ukuthi look after yabo. So yonke leyo nto yaringa kumina and I was like no.
You were not selfish because labantu abavele bayicabangele bona bodwa ukuthi okay uma uyangisela ingane crash yayithenga iformula yabathenga amanapkeni then there comes ubaby number 2. I think it comes out of ungamcabangeli omunye umuntu
and ngabona futhi ukuthi kwakona ukuthi kuze kiwe goal angibacabangelanga kwaba ukusaba kwami then uma had to protect me because ngiyasaba yabo. So yonke leyo nto it's like I cannot take them to that trauma again through the trauma angibuyele esikoleni ngiqhubeke
and behave this time
then kwaba ukuthi ke okwaba bengane ama issues nje aqala ngibeni yabo ngabona ukuthi we ngaze ngayifaka entweni yabo umuntu engangazi nanokuthi mekuthiwe ekhaya ubani wakabani ngizomfonela ngithini ngoba ubusy umuntu obusy usemncwabeni uyabo.
Was he a student
at that time wayeseqedile? Wayeseqedile at that time. So kwase kuba ukuthi ke sinale inkinga ke yo baby daddy ke abayiphilele yami impilo banganaki ukuthi la yabo only to find ukuthi there are other kids ekhona yabo. But then kwase kuba nalento yokuthi abazali bami bavane bathi sizomthatha simkhulisa ucebo wena continue ufunde wenze kahle this time yabo. So kwase kuukuthi indaba yakhe ishuthi vele si out yabo kwangenza noma kukhona into edingakala yangayenzi ngingamlwisi yabo.
Did he ever tried maybe ukwenza effort ukuthi okay nawo kusithabile usengifonelele wathi ukhulelwe ngathi ngisemncwabeni just to do a follow up ukuthi hayibo wakwangifonela wathi ukhulelwe kwenzakalani noma nje wavele kwaba all is well with my soul.
Hayi kwaba all is well mhlambe up until a few months la sengisho khona ukuthi ngiyegoli futhi naye ngiyabuka ukuthi shunze engqondweni yakhe didn't even believe ukuthi njoba ngithi ngikhulelwe ingane yakhe. I understand lo nto usungidlulisa kwenye trauma yokuthi you knew ukuthi you are the only guy that I'm dating. Where else wena siba 66 then mase ngithi ngikhulelwe then kube nemibuzo oba nayo because even when I gave birth mengizwa he did not believe up until uma aze ngapha kuthatha umntwana kuyiswe kubo kamfana. So uma kamfana the first thing I show mesingene eminyanga ethi noma ngingathini lengane yala ekhaya imana naye encibilike ukuthi uma approves but ingane ifana naye even uma engaka approve ingane nje avane yawuyena ukuba mpofu ukuba ngathi ibusmani uyena nje everything uyena yabo. So kwase kuba kanjalo ke then kuba naleyo back and forth ukuthi now you need to provide for a child. Sometimes he does it, sometimes he doesn't yabo. Kuba naleyo nto up until my dad said you know what I'm going to take full responsibility. So my dad ufika bo umkhulu aphinda ubaba kwa manje megula ucebo baba ngisazi ngenze njani yabo fanele ahambe emsebenzini azomlanda yabo baba uAntolanda ucebo esikoleni uthi fanele afika amlanda yabo baba ngine
the very same dad okade usaba ukuthi uyi monster ngiyakaza ngiaccept uyena osesupportive.
He's very supportive angazi nanokuthi baba nje ngingamenzelani because okay saxoxa then he was like you know what ngibonile mntanami ukuthi ayekho umuntu ongawenza amaphutha nami ngimdala ngimngaka amaphutha ngiyawenza so ukuthi ngikudinelwe kuzophela lapho lenzile iphutha but ngijabulela ukuthi ubonile now usubuyelile esikoleni. So from the day ba form a relationship now they are the best of friends. Yabo ukaphatha izinto athi ayike when the day you decide ukuba nomntwana wayikhipha so umuntu esengimthengelayo ucebo.
Yes.
Yabo so they have this bond, this relationship yokuthi ucebo doesn't feel isikhala. She does feel phela in the sense of ukuthi ezinye ingane they have dads, they have this and that, but she knows ukuthi if umama ethi ukuthi akwazi ukungenzela umkhulu yabo and umbiza ngobhuti mkhulu ngoba kubo kunomkhulu nakhona so babethi kambe somhlukanisa bahlukanisa kanjani yabo so mase bethi ayi ngoba umkhulu wakho my dad ubukeke samncanyana so umbiza ngobhuti othi akabe umkhulu so sethi bhuti mkhulu yabo so nje my parents have been the biggest support system for me yabo so leyo nto yangenza ngabona ukuthi no mengicabanga manje would I have made the choices engangiwenza ngalesa sikhathi I wouldn't have made but also ngiyamthanda ucebo yabo she's my daughter isenzo sami it was a mistake because kwaba imphumela yokungalaleli kwami
yes
but then ukufika kwakhe is the greatest blessing.
It's a blessing yabo
so ngathi journey yami ikanjalo.
So before we wrap up the show, there's something that I want to find out ukuthi okay sibuyele emuva kancane ukuthi nango babo womntwana is questioning you ngepaternity yengane. Did it affect you somehow? Because I think it's the most traumatic thing eyenzakala kumuntu wesifazane. Umuntu knowing ukuthi he's the only guy you are dating, then aqhamuke boom usumtshela ukuthi hayibo sesenza umntwana mina nawe athi akusiyona yami leyo ngane yabo. I think lonto ihurt abantu besifazane abaningi ukuthi dude why do you have to betray me ngalolu hlobo.
I think ukuba khona kwe support system my sister and my mom kwenza ukuthi izibeke but yona kwafika lokho ukuthi ngiyaciceka yabo but then ngiyabuka ukuthi had it not been for my mom no sis then yayizongikinya nje yayizongiphatha kabi lento because ibhlungu yona ibhlungu ukuthi how can you say that yabo and then asho ke lama superstitions abakhona ukuthi muwenza ukuthi nokuthi ayibi khona yabo lezi zinto ezikhulunywayo so yena he believed those superstitions more than mina ngiza kuyena ngimtshela ukuthi sekunesisu yabo so yeah I think that's why sikadusho manje sekubalekile to have that support system because ukube yayingekho ngangizo break down and mhlawumbe ngangizobaleka ngisho ukubaleka yabo.
So what can you say to the parents out there and also to the teenagers out there?
Engingakusho to the teenagers ukuthi let us think ahead yabo singacabangeli ukuthi right now nginalama feelings for this person and this is over sexually active. Okay, it's fine to have feelings in the corner, it's nature ngesiphikiso but think ahead, think of ama results angaphuma ngenxa ye decision ozoyithatha manje iba ne plan yazi ukuthi into yenzayo it doesn't affect only you but it affects abantu abaseceleni kwakho abanezinhlelo zabo nabo abanezinto abayifunayo but now abasakwazi ukuzenza because ukhona wena then abazali ngingathi if ukhuluma nomntwana wakho umje kulungile yes kuyaba khona ukuba angry yabo udino ukuthi thetha but then please understand isimo ukuthi manje ke umntwana usekhona ukudina kwakho uzumreject umntwana wakhe it also affects umntwana osesiswini yabo so if ukhuluma nomntwana wakho even ukhulume naye ke engakakhulelwa ukhulume nje naye about umjolo yabo abe nale understanding ukuthi uma ngiyakwazi ukukhuluma naye ngimchazele izinto then I think we can overcome le teenage pregnancy but okubalekile ukuthi let us not act on our ukuthi ngizizwa nginjani at this moment so let me be sexually active. Let us think ahead yabo let us plan ahead ukuthi you know what if mengase nje ngibekezele ngiqeda matric ngiye university at least ngizobe sengikwazi ukuba nama side jobs if anything happens then abazali bami ngeke ngize ngibafake entweni ukuthi ababe full responsible for 100%
for
umntwana wami yabo so it's that nje ukuthi let us think ahead.
Siyabonga kakhulu ke kulolu hlelo la The Brunch la sithi khona it is a woman's worth uSthabile usesherelile ke her side of the story nge teenage pregnancy. As we go on with the show next week we will bring another teen moms. uSthabile had a privilege yokuthi abazali they were supportive yabo kodwa kube umam and dad they were not there not supportive ngabe sikhuluma esinye story angithi yabo. Then going forward sizozwa from angle yabantu abathi nansi ingane isikhona ubaby dad usemile impi kuphuza iRed Bull wabaleka then abazali they are not supportive bayang reject abathi ngihambele la kwami zonke lezi zinto ukuthi I know how much you love ucebo and mina ngibona ukuthi ukuba supportive kwabazali bakho bamamukele iyona into eyenza ukuthi umamukele umthanda. So most of the time teen moms they end up beyitshinga ingane beyishiya emgaqweni beyifaka emgqomeni beyizonda ingane akayifuni. Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi there is another teenager ekade uma waye ngikhuluma naye ubamba ingane wayisacaza phansi ngekhanda. Luckily ingane ayizange izizishona the way ane enga ngakhona ukuthi namhlanje I'm suffering ubaba wakho ngishiyile umaka angifuni la ekhaya uthi angihambe ngiyosebenza angingabuyele esikoleni ngoba akekho umuntu ozongigadela ingane. So calculating ama expenses ukuthi mengithatha le mali ye grant ngiyisingane crash ngeke iphume iformula ngeke iphume ama nappies engane. So wavele wa break her down one day wabamba ingane wayisacaza phansi. So when the neighbors they were crucifying her zonke lezo zinto when I heard the story I said okay she's not in a position to be judged in the moment. Can we consider ama feelings akhe? She needs the support. Okay, usayenzile ke decision kodwa asingamthathi ke simfake emgqomeni noma esekhombisa ukuthi uyayisola. Okay, noma isenzo sakhe sikhombisa ukuthi mhlawumbe ke akayisola but for the fact ukuthi athathe this innocent soul asijikjele phansi akekho umuntu on the normal mental state ongenza njalo. It's because she resents this child so much ngoba ifike yashintsha impilo yakhe. So ama stories ethu ke bafethu awafani but to our moms out there mengase ngikhulume nabo nje ukuthi okay umntana wakho sekutshelile ukuthi ke ukhulele. Now the first advice I can give, be best friends with your daughter. Try by all means. I know ukuthi sina noma wethu sibecome inkukhu namakati. If umuntu wesilisa out there you are raising your daughter, make sure that you become best friends with your daughter. Hlalani nje over the cup of coffee nifake imovie TV. Musu siyambuza ujola nobaniki. Angathi mes hayi mangitshela ukuthi uyajola wena because inkinga iqala lapho. Okay, try to understand ukuthi ke I'm dating uqala umfundisa about being sexually active umnikeza ama options ukuthi okay kunama contraceptives eclinic mhlawumbe ungajova uya understand indaba yama condom zonke lezo zinto lezo. Besides musu siyamtshela ukuthi okay but mntana ukhona option B ukuthi ungangajola musi uyabo kungangenzakala lokho kuqale kufunde but uma uzobekela irresponsibility yakho njengomzali uyekele kothisha esikoleni. Othisha they will never be best friends with your child. They will only go as far as being teachers and teaching your child. So I encourage women out there ukuthi be best friends with your daughter. Kungazama ukuthi kukulimit ama stats athi KwaZulu Natal iyona enama cases amaningi teenage pregnant angithi yabo. So thina ke zabantu abakwaZulu Natal sisanomsebenzi omkhulu and our teenagers out there I know ukuthi you are going through adolescence and stuff but before you do what you are doing you listen to your feelings to control you. Just know ukuthi one moment yokulala nomuntu wesilisa kungaphuma ingane and ukufika kwengane kushintsha impilo yakho yonke and kushintsha nempilo yabantu abaseceleni kwakho. So from me Pastor Mel it is time to say goodbye till we meet again next week on the Women's Worth. Sthabile ke yol valelisa in 10 seconds.
Ngithi abantu abasha bayiphathe kahle.